Okay, so in the pre-session we went through this here. Was it kind of clear, or should we go through maybe from the beginning? It could be better maybe, or it until here was okay. Maybe we can go through from the beginning quickly, and then we can add some. So this is basically we have a TLY file from monocular geometry estimation, and then we get this kind of point cloud visualization on TouchDesigner. And but here there's no color, so we want some colors, and we want some like a smoke-like effect. So this will be today. And yeah, so maybe I can just delete this. Just delete. And okay, so maybe go through again. So we need to prepare some like a point setup. So we just place add. For calling this pop-up, just double click. And then SOP add. Again, double click, SOP add. And if you don't have property here, you just turn on and off this P. Or you can also right click, and there's a parameter here. So you can also turn it on and off. So this is the same. You can just use whatever you want. And now I just want to turn on this here, add points on, because we want to visualize points. Now, again, convert SOP. Convert SOP and combine together. And the setup should be here, convert to verticals per point. Convert to verticals per point, the last one. And you just drag here out, and then keep this mouse, and then tab key. Then you have this pop up during this wire moment, and then now you need to call comp geometry. Comp geometry. You drag this wire off here, and then while you are dragging this tab key, comp geometry. Otherwise, if you just call geometry normally, there is no input code. You just need to do this operation. Is okay so far? Now we just want to put a PLY file to TouchDesigner. So just open the file, PLY, and one of them, MoGe Espresso. Now doing the same thing, just holding this one, and then tab key, null, top. null top. Now it seems nothing is going on, so I just need to run. Run. Now there is some visual RZVA. It's all good. It's okay so far. Yeah. Okay. Then go to geometry. Click. Then the property should be geometry. And so go to instance, and then instancing is as a default off. Turn on. Turn on instance. Now I just need to get this TOP here, this one, to this property here. Translate OP. So I get this one here. You just need to click geometry, and then our property should be here, and then you don't click this one like strongly, otherwise this property is going to null. So you just click geometry and then drag this one directly to translate OP. Okay, and translate X should be R, Y should be G, Z should be B, R, G. So now you see something here. It's a gray out, but you see something already. And this is like a normal mode. And if you go to this bottom right corner, viewer active, you can just click here so that you can just rotate this geometry inside here. Click this here, the corner, viewer active, then you can rotate geometry. But this is not something rotating geometry itself, more like a view rotate. So go back. And one more thing is if you go somewhere like too far away from the geometry and difficult to find out where is it, you can just do right click, home all, right click, home all, so that the geometry is popping up. So if you cannot find your geometry, you can just home all. Okay, so now this is gray out. We just want to render a little bit. So we just place here, TOP, render. TOP, render. And then there is something going on here because there is no camera. So for the rendering, we just need camera. So just go to double click, comp, camera. So you place the camera and then here automatically, okay, looks okay. But then it's too far away. So the same as this geometry, you can do here, the click here, view active, and zoom in, or you can just do the same thing, right click, home all, so that your like a mouse palm is kind of working well. Now you see this rendering is still not so nice, and there is no background. So we just need a nice material and nice background. First, we can add background. Before background, we can add material. So here you can type again material, point sprite, point sprite. Point sprite. And then maybe you can drag to something around here, like near to geometry. And you can just drag and drop to the geometry. Then it will be this option coming up. Then you can select material. All good. Okay, now we just want to add some background to this rendering. So place transform top, transform top here, and connect from rendering. And then there is the option comp over background color here. This is default off, so you just have to turn on because we want some background. And then now it's transparent, so I just want to make it solid color. So this here is like a RGB, and then here is alpha, so this is transparency. You just want to make it 1, then it's gonna be black. You can change color from here, this box, whatever you want. From this color box, you can change it. But for now, I just go on this black. Then for new. New is again, this is not doing anything by this one, like itself. But then as a viewer, it's good to see like so you just get this information to there. And then if you use some further information, it's sometimes better to have this one, not directly from here. So if it's missing, it's also working, but it's always better to have as a network. Now the color looks better, and you can just, you can do viewer active and just rotate geometry, and you can see some point cloud. And if you want to make this one as a, like a background in this window, you can just go to this here, blue one, so that you have always this like a visual output in a background. On the corner, blue, double. Is okay so far? And you can just rotate in the camera, so it's always like following this viewport, kind of getting already interesting. And if you want to change the file, you can just go back to PLY. And this is like a file input, so you just go to this file location, and then if you want to change the file, you can change to fish scale, for example. Then so you generate MoGe PLY, and then you can just replace your stuff. And then if you change the file path, you just need to run first so that they can recognize. And the PLY file is sometimes moving around, so you just need to make sure, go there and then home all to centralize the image. Okay. So this is the session last time. Questions so far? Is okay? Very good. In the meantime, you can also test some image to MoGe to generate PLY so that you can replace your geometry. And if you replace, you just have to run again and home all to centralize the image. MoGe Huggingface は this one. So the Huggingface, you can place image and then you can generate depth map and 3D PLY. And there is download for GLB here, and then here will be PLY. So you just make sure you download from here. And it would be nice to turn off remove edge so that it will be continuous. Otherwise, some geometry is off. So maybe I can just test here, drop some image just here, and turn off remove edge, submit. And you get this depth map, also this preview. So here you can download GLB, and here you can download PLY. Okay. And now in this program, TouchDesigner, and the PLY is working, so you just download from here. And you just place the different paths in TouchDesigner. So you just have to go to here, this PLY input, you just have to change from this plus, and you just choose your stuff. And after you change, maybe it will be nothing happening. So you just have to go to this here, run once so that something is going on. But then maybe the PLY, your PLY and my PLY is different location. So you just have to go camera and then right click, home all, so that your geometry coming in the right place. In the end, for TouchDesigner, what you need to submit is image and depth map and PLY. So you don't need to save this file for me. So you just need to submit image, depth map, and PLY so that I can just coordinate everything. Because if you download PLY, maybe my PLY is here, but anyone's PLY is there, and first we just need to combine somehow in the same location, which is actually operated in Rhino. We can also directly transform here, like move the location, but everyone's like a PLY is different location. So it's actually better to make one file like this one. So in Rhino and TouchDesigner, this is like if I export Y up, like a Y direction as a zip, then it will be in TouchDesigner right direction. And so this geometry should be around like near 0. Otherwise, like, okay, John Young's file is there, Keiko's file is there. So if I just switch like a MIDI controller, the central point is different. So we just have to make sure to make it same place. This one, I do that. So you just need to download PLY. So image depth PLY will be in the submission folder. GLB is not, we don't use this time, but GLB could be also, if you want to upload, for example, Sketchfab or something, you can embed into your website or stuff. It's also helpful. Okay, can we go to the next one with color? So now we have this one and we just want to visualize with color. So to do that, we just call point file select top point file select. Point file select around there. POP point file select. And then you just need to this PLY input, you just need to drag and drop to this point file select. So you go to there, then it will be connect automatically. So you just have to call TOP and point file select like this, and then you just drag and drop to node so that you see something like this arrow going on. And then you just have to change red, green, blue. As a default XYZ, you have to change to red because we just want to get some color. Green, blue, and alpha 1. Alpha 1. Red, green, blue 1. And maybe you see something like this, maybe it might be different, depend on your image. So now they are kind of rolling the color out of this geometry. Now you just place null again as a viewer, connect, and scroll out. You just go to geometry again. And then instance 2 window. Go to geometry property and then instance 2. And scroll down. There's a color operation. Now you just have to drag and drop this null to here. And then you have to set this RGB stuff again, R, G, E, and alpha. Right now we don't use it because the PLY file has no transparency from the MoGe. And now something is going on, some color is going on, but it looks not really like not working because this number is like 255 because the RGB color, they have 255 as a number, and we just want to make it 0 to 1. So we just go to here in between 0.5 select and null 4 and right click, insert operator in between 0.5 select and null. Insert. And select mass. Mass TOP. What I just want to do is there is going on 255 and I want here 0 to 1 number. So I just want to put division of 1 divided into 255. So go to this mass and multi-add window. And then multiply is as a default 1. So you just have to type 1 divided 255. Now you get the color. Maybe go back again. So here, multi-add, multiply 1/255. 1/255. And then enter. So now we have color, and we can also replace PLY. And now we just want to make it something like a fog-like stuff. So to do that, we just call threshold. TOP threshold. 行き地、日本語だと行き地。リミットとか、設定、ドメイン。And then get some information from PLY. 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 So get the threshold TOP and then connect from PLY and call noise. Noise TOP. Noise TOP. And then in noise, there's like a 2 port here. So you just make sure the first one you take and you just get some information from threshold. And you just make sure sorry, monochrome should be off. Noise monochrome should be off. And offset should be 1. Sorry, 0. 0. 0. So it's kind of dark color. Now go to output window here. So now we have like a 3D point cloud, and then it's like original location. We just want to move around the location. So this means we just want to make multiplication with noise. So we just have to go here, RGB, input, multiply noise. So if we multiply noise, the location could be like a transformed input noise. Now I just get this PLY a little bit farther left side, and then we have enough space here. We just want to insert, right click, insert operator, add TOP, add TOP, and connect this output from the noise. So you call threshold first, and then connect noise, set noise, monochrome off, offset 0, output, input, multiply noise, and then insert add top between PLY and move. And then you just have to put this output from the noise into add. Now I can go to threshold and maybe change the soften parameter a little bit. And then if I just move a little bit, maybe you might have effect already. And maybe it would be interesting to have something not equal as a comparator, not equal. So the bottom one is like a soften. So if you put more, like it's gonna be more like a soft, and it's more like a fluffy. And this is the position. So you can just move around. And you can also change this luminance to red, green, blue. So in this case, you can just think red is like a red, green, blue as a X, Y, Z. So the axis will be changed. So if you change red, so this is like effect is this direction. And then you can just move like this. And if your DIY geometry is not close to 0, maybe you don't see so much effect. So maybe if you don't see that, maybe you can just change this default one so that you can have this effect. It's good. Yeah, should be something more softened. And then you can also change this direction, red to green, blue, so that the direction change. And then luminance is more like a diagonal direction, I guess. Yeah. It depends on the orientation of the field. But then you can just change the axis of this effect even more. In that case, your model should be really smaller. Yeah. You can actually transform at the beginning so that model is small, or you can open in Rhino and then you scale, shrink it, so that effect will be larger.